always be looking for a job. We need to get into that mindset where our work that we do is almost contract based. Yes, we're employed, we're salaried, whatever, but we have to be ready to go in 3 months.
Yeah.
They can lay off in 3 months. And I see so many people. I actually had one person that she got employed. I think it was at Boeing, and she got laid off. And 6 months later, she got hired, and then they laid her off 2 months later.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just, but this
Yeah.
happens. This isn't just a one off, and people just need to realize that. And that's why when I put out all this craziness that's happening with layoffs and these rumors and everything that I'm hearing, or where I can go, I'm watching these companies. You should be watching them too. Don't apply to them. I can't say that, stronger. Don't apply to them, because, it's not that I'm against companies at all, or their growth or what they're doing, but from a workforce standpoint, from a sanity standpoint of being able to have a job and know that you're applying to a company that's pretty solid right now, you need to know that. So look at my negative data and negative analysis, and read between the lines and go, oh, this is where I would fit, or this is not the right company right now, but maybe in 6 months, because this is what they're focusing on. If I go work at company A for now, maybe I can go apply to company B later, even though they're doing layoffs right now, but later I'm going to have the right skills for them. That's how we need to be thinking, regardless of what administrations do, regardless of what corporates or the stock market does. You have to look out for yourself. And if we're not doing that, then I don't know how to help job seekers. I just don't. I've worked with like over 25,000 over my career. And, that is my biggest piece of advice these days. It's not about networking. It's about focusing on what's happening, reading between the lines, and that should be the biggest part of your job search, is actually just knowing what's going on and looking out for yourself.
I don't really know how to end the pod better. I mean, it's been Amanda Gooddall. Amanda, before we let you go, where can people learn more about you? Where can they find you? Where can they engage your content, check out your reports, and stay plugged up and plugged in?
Yeah, definitely. You can stay plugged in with all my stuff on X. I'm the job chick. I'm the only one on there with pink hair. You really can't miss me. My website, thejobchick.com. And of course, my Substack is the Insider Edge Report. So, yeah, I'm kind of everywhere and do a little bit of different everything. But if you ever need any information or whatever, DM me on X, and I can always pull a company too. So happy to do that when I can, when I have time. So I want to try to help people as much as possible, and that is the focus. And I'm so glad people are aware these days of what is actually happening. I love that we're having these conversations now, as difficult as they are, as hard as they are, especially when we're having all of these mass layoffs. It's important to be talking about it at the end of the day.
I can't thank you enough again for respecting the worker, the common worker, enough to tell them the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's not even when it's not quote unquote positive. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I 100% agree. We have to continue to be mindful and conscious and aware of what these ultra mega enterprise organizations are doing